Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that might ruffle a few feathers: the top 10 worst cities in the USA. Now, before we get started, let's be clear, every city has its charm, and no place is perfect. But based on factors like crime rates, unemployment, poverty, and overall living conditions, some cities sadly stand out for all the wrong reasons. So whether you're planning a move, love digging into city rankings, or just curious about the not-so-glamorous side of urban life in America, stick around as we count down the most challenging places to live in the country. And hey, if your city made the list, don't take it personally. Who knows, maybe with time, things will turn around. Number 10. Stockton, California. Starting off our list at number 10, we have Stockton, California. Stockton has been through a lot, from filing for bankruptcy in 2012 to consistently ranking among the most dangerous cities in the state. Crime here is nearly double the national average, and economic struggles have kept many residents from seeing much improvement. The city also deals with homelessness, struggling schools, and a high cost of living compared to wages. While Stockton has a beautiful waterfront and some solid community efforts, it remains a tough place to call home. Number 9. Shreveport, Louisiana. Once a booming oil town, Shreveport has been on a steady decline over the past couple of decades. The city faces one of the highest violent crime rates in the state, along with major problems like poverty and population loss. In fact, thousands of residents have left in search of better opportunities elsewhere. Unemployment remains high, infrastructure is aging, and many parts of the city are struggling with blight and neglect. For locals, daily life can be difficult, and progress feels slow. It's a city with a rich history, but today, Shreveport finds itself facing some of the toughest challenges in Louisiana. Number 8. Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson has been making headlines for all the wrong reasons. The city is dealing with a severe water crisis, leaving thousands without reliable access to clean water. On top of that, Jackson struggles with high crime rates, crumbling infrastructure, and a declining population as residents move away in search of better living conditions. With nearly 1 in 4 residents living below the poverty line, it's tough for the city to find the resources to fix these deep-rooted issues. For the capital of Mississippi, the challenges are overwhelming, and for now, Jackson remains one of the hardest places to live in the U.S. Number 7. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Albuquerque is known for its beautiful desert landscapes and rich culture. But behind the scenery, the city faces some serious problems. Violent crime has skyrocketed in recent years, with rates that are nearly triple the national average. Car theft, assault, and property crimes are everyday concerns for residents. On top of that, homelessness and drug-related issues continue to rise, putting more strain on the local community. Despite some efforts to turn things around, Albuquerque's crime and safety problems keep pushing it toward the top of these worst cities list. Number 6. Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis is famous for its music history and barbecue, but sadly, it's also known for being one of the most dangerous cities in America. Violent crime here is extremely high, with regular reports of shootings, robberies, and assaults. In fact, Memphis consistently ranks near the top for violent crime rates nationwide. Beyond safety concerns, Memphis struggles with poverty, aging infrastructure, and underfunded public services. About 25% of the population lives below the poverty line, and many neighborhoods are dealing with blight and neglect. Despite its rich culture and iconic landmarks, life in Memphis comes with some serious challenges. Number 5. Newark, New Jersey. Located just outside New York City, Newark struggles with problems that have plagued the city for decades. High crime rates, political corruption, and struggling public services have made life tough for many residents. While the city has seen some redevelopment in recent years, it still faces high levels of poverty, unemployment, and violent crime. Property crime is also a big issue, and many locals deal with poor infrastructure and unreliable public transportation. Despite being in the shadow of one of the world's greatest cities, Newark has a long way to go to clean up its reputation and improve everyday life for its people. Number 4. Cleveland, Ohio. Once a major industrial powerhouse, Cleveland has faced decades of economic decline. The loss of manufacturing jobs hit the city hard, and it's been struggling ever since. Today, Cleveland deals with high poverty rates, aging infrastructure, and one of the highest violent crime rates in the country. About 30% of the population lives below the poverty line, and many neighborhoods are filled with abandoned homes and businesses. On top of that, harsh winters and a struggling public school system only add to the daily challenges of living in Cleveland. It's a city with a lot of heart, but it's definitely facing some of the toughest conditions in the U.S. Number 3, Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore is a city with a rich history and iconic landmarks, but today, it's often recognized for much darker reasons. The city has been battling extremely high violent crime rates for years, including some of the highest homicide rates in the country. On top of that, Baltimore struggles with poverty, underfunded public schools, and crumbling infrastructure. Many neighborhoods are plagued by abandoned row houses, drug-related crime, and a lack of economic opportunities. Despite some revitalization efforts downtown, large parts of Baltimore remain stuck in a cycle of poverty and violence, making it one of the most dangerous and difficult places to live in the U.S. Number 2, St. Louis, Missouri. At number 2, we've got St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis has consistently ranked as one of the most dangerous cities in America. With one of the highest violent crime rates per capita in the entire country, safety is a major concern for locals. Shootings, robberies, and assaults are sadly all too common in certain areas of the city. But crime isn't the only issue. St. Louis also struggles with population decline, poverty, and abandoned properties. Many neighborhoods are filled with vacant lots and boarded-up homes, creating an environment that's tough to rebuild. Even though the city has some beautiful spots, like the Gateway Arch and Forest Park, life in St. Louis comes with a lot of challenges most people wouldn't want to face. Number 1, Detroit, Michigan. And finally, taking the number 1 spot as the worst city in the U.S., we have Detroit, Michigan. Once the heart of America's auto industry, Detroit has been through a massive downfall over the past several decades. After the collapse of manufacturing jobs, the city faced extreme population loss, widespread poverty, and in 2013, it became the largest city in U.S. history to file for bankruptcy. Today, Detroit still deals with one of the highest violent crime rates in the country, along with thousands of abandoned homes, broken infrastructure, and struggling schools. Nearly 30% of the population lives below the poverty line, and although there have been some signs of revival downtown, much of the city is still trying to recover. For all its history and cultural impact, Detroit remains a symbol of urban decline in America. And that's our list of the top 10 worst cities in the USA. Of course, every city has good people and great spots, but these places are facing some serious challenges that can't be ignored. Let me know in the comments if you agree with the list or if there are any cities you think should have made it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a video. See you in the next one.